Hi, it's Jenny Powers, author of Empowered, the woman's guide to following your heart, woman on a mission to change the world, to awaken all of us to our best selves, to live our most empowered lives, to have all of our dreams come true. Emmy Award-winning talk show host, creator of the YouTube channel, Jenny Powers, and woman stopping at nothing short of her dreams to have every single one of them come true. So, the next truth in my book is one that I wanted to share because I think it might be the most important one in my book. It's entitled, Breathe. Some days it can feel like my life is moving so fast and there is so much going on and it is hard to keep up. And honestly, I forget to breathe. So I must stop and breathe. It always brings me back to the present moment and relaxes my mind. It slows down everything. So right now, just breathe. It simplifies everything. And remember, breathing is the only thing that you truly need to do to live. So I honestly think most days I forget to breathe. I forget to stop and look around and say, the only thing I need to do in this moment is to breathe. I don't need to change the world, solve the world's problems, solve every single issue in my life in one day. I just need to breathe. And every time I stop and connect to that wisdom and think, just breathe, it connects me to the present moment and I look around. Today I was walking home and I was rushing and I had a tape running in my head of a million things I had to do. And I remembered this truth and I stopped and I just took a deep breath and I looked around and I was so present all of a sudden. I was so aware that I was on a street corner in New York and there was beautiful trees everywhere and there were flowers everywhere, and I was so in awe of the fact that I was missing all of this because I was rushing on to the next thing. And I think sometimes when I'm in bed and my mind is racing, I'll just force myself to breathe, to take a deep breath and say that's all you need to do. And it's amazing when you do because you feel your entire body. And I think we're so programmed to have our minds run our lives. And I think so often, obviously so many of these truths in my book, cherish your body, enjoy your curves, move your body, breathe. We must connect to our body. We must value and cherish and enjoy our bodies. And certainly the first thing that we have to do to enable all of that to happen, to connect to our fire, is to breathe. And so I think we take this for granted in the way that I talked about be grateful for what you have. In that truth in my book, I talk about when I hurt my hand and I realized how many intricate behind the scenes workings that my body goes through every day that I'm never aware of and I take for granted. And breathing is at the top of that list. So it seems so simple and yet it's so powerful to just stop and breathe and say, in this moment, that's all I need to do. And it's enough. So take the time to stop. And I promise you, if you do this, if you start to train the muscle to just, when your life feels overwhelming or your day feels like it's moving so fast, just stop and take a deep breath. I promise you, it will connect you to the moment. It will connect you to the power of your body. It will connect you to the inner wisdom, which says you don't need to be in a rush. Everything is in perfect timing. Everything is working out. And you don't need to be rushing and chasing the next thing, because I know I can spend so many days doing this. And when I stop and say, just breathe, everything is simplified. Everything is slowed down. Everything all of a sudden makes sense. So just breathe. I promise you, if you continue to do this each and every day and be aware of it, your life will be so simplified. It will be so just connected to what matters, which is in this moment. That's the only thing you need to do. Breathe and watch your life unfold in the most brilliant way. Bye.